Alrighty. Welcome to Miscellaneous Matters, everybody. Where three best friends talk about a bunch of random bullshit. My name's Isaiah. People call me Ike. Kind of a nutcase.
Hi.
We have Mr. Isaac over there.
Stop.
And Beardo Scott.
Yo. Beardo.
So,
Beardo. Sounds like a Pokemon.
Yeah, Beardo.
Beardo.
You throw the Beardo and it attaches to any Pokemon and gives it a beard. Imagine Pikachu with a beard. There you go.
Gotcha.
you look like Danny DeVito.
Whoa. What an insult to Danny DeVito that is.
What do you mean? Pikachu's cute.
He's 72 years old.
It doesn't matter. It's fine.
He should have
He's a
been
great guy.
Detective Pikachu.
He should have.
Should have. He definitely should have. So,
Special edition.
let's go into what'd you guys do this week? Anything fun?
I'll start it off. So this last week, I have caught up on, I want to say, The Good Place. And it is a show that I think is like one of the best sitcoms I've seen in a long time. And it's the one that people say this all the time. Yeah, it's with people. But it's one of the things that you can't, the less you know about it going into it, the way better it is.
And
Because
Danson.
and him, the guy from Cheers, and
Damn
the guy
right.
from
Engine that shit.
played a doctor. For the other show you played, a doctor.
Becker.
Becker, yes, I don't watch too much of Cheers, but I watch Becker. He is amazing in Becker. He's a really good actor, obviously. Or the cast is really good, so I would recommend that because I don't want to talk about it too much because the season 3, I think it is, because season 1. Season 2, season 3, no, season 4, I want to say, is the last final season, and it's like wrapping up. There's like 2 more episodes, I think, and I'm very excited to see where it goes because the universe is awesome. I guess just going the basic principle of it is like, without too spoilers, for like from the first episode, is like all these people die and then go to the good place. There you go. That's the whole setup, and then you'll learn more from there as you watch each episode. Yeah, it's really really good. It's a show I talked to with a lot of people I respect their opinions on, and they're like, this show is amazing and one of the best shows on television. So I caught up on that. I kept playing Death Stranding. I'm still on like the same mission, and I've just got stuck, just still doing the same things over and over and over again, trying to get likes, which is really weird because it's a currency that means absolutely nothing. But I'm like, yo, man, I gotta get more. They get more of these like farms, and so I'm just doing more and more things. I have like 190,000 likes right now. That's like a lot. It seems like the more people I talk to, the more people are like, yeah, I don't have that many likes. Like, how is your Death Stranding experience going so far?
So, whenever I was playing it was definitely I don't know. The game itself is just so weird and quirky, but it's so much fun. Like, it's like a rinse and repeat, and most people by this point know what Death Stranding is. Like, it's you're a courier. You deliver different types of items from one place to another, but it's the adventure Oh wait, how's it an FPS?
That's not an FPS. Remember, Kojima was in a statement saying Americans don't like it because it's not a first-person shooter.
Yeah.
I mean, he did say that.
I think if you watched everything he did after announcing that game, you knew exactly what this game was going to be, and the story is like, this is why this thing happens, and you're like, oh, and it's just yeah, that's exactly how that game is. It's like, this is why it happens. Like, we don't know why this happens. It just does. And like, all right.
But there's definitely a lot of story elements without trying to spoil too much. There's definitely a lot of story elements in the game that are representative, like in the actual gameplay, that completely took me by surprise.
Yeah.
So and I'm getting caught up in the fact of just building bridges everywhere. And even though I'm building bridges everywhere, I only have like 26,000 likes. So, I'm not as viral as Isaac is.
Yeah, I don't know why it happened. Like, the most likes I got in like Because like when you're collecting likes, it will like do it like every like 10 minutes. It feels like you get like a thing in the bottom left. It's like these people have used these things, and the right will say how many likes you got. Like in like those 10 minutes, I got like 25,000 likes, which was the most. But
Sounds like an episode of Black Mirror.
Yeah, no, like it's really weird. I want to talk more about that game. I think I want to wait longer to talk about more of it because there's parts of it that I'm like, this is a game that I like talking about with people who've played it, and I'm like, hey, this thing is like weird, right? And they're like, yeah, it's weird.
It's definitely one of those games that, once we start getting further and get towards the end of the game, there's a lot of conversational topics probably to be had.
Probably. At the very least, I think that the mechanics in the game are not as... The game, like, so I played, I mean, I think they're fine. I played another game called Astroneer this weekend, in which you start on a planet and then you have a mining tool and you mine stuff and you get resources and then you build your base and then the hope is to discover like this is like one puzzle and then you go from the puzzle and you go to a different planet. That is that gameplay loop. And like as I was playing this, it was like, man, this is the same gameplay loop as like Death Stranding. I'm just like collecting resources and then using those resources to get to the next location to do the next thing. And then, which is a lot of crafting and survival like games, I guess. And so like after playing Death Stranding and playing Astroneer, I'm like, I want to play Death Stranding more. This is just not as fun because I just don't really care as much. Because I care more about the story and the character.
I was going to say that definitely the biggest thing that sets apart Death Stranding from a lot of the other survival games is the fact that the story is so connected with the gameplay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think that's one of the benefits it has, and like one of the staying powers it will have. Will depend on that. I think that Astroneer is also a fine game in itself. It's not like either of them are like as groundbreaking as I wanted, but I think the thing that makes Death Stranding really work is the fact that interconnectivity of the like chiral network in which stuff I put in the game can show up in your game, which I think is really cool. And to hear about the different like worlds that happened, like the reviewer world, in which it was the same world that they have right now, but because only reviewers are playing it, then like the world looked different than it does like now. And hearing reviewers talk about that sounds really cool.
A whole new world.
A whole new world. So, like I said, I caught up on The Good Place. I played Death Stranding. I played Astroneer. And I played a little bit more of Rocket League because that game's always fun. To try to get some more gameplay in before the whole new update happens in December, in which they'll change the whole loot box scenario. So I want to see how that game kind of evolves. What else? And then Call of Duty. And in the back of my mind, always there, is playing the new Cyber Attack mode. And reading up on leaks of the new Battle Royale mode. I don't know if you guys see this, by the way?
Oh, good God. That's going to be a slobber knocker. It's supposed to be a 200-player Battle Royale mode, and I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah, it's 200-player Battle Royale
ready for those servers to crash.
Oh,
literally.
All the time.
It's going to crash so hard.
And, like, the things they have is that they have, like, missions you can get from people while you're in the Battle Royale. So you can go run up to a person and talk to them or talk to something. Pick up a mission in the match of a Battle Royale like game, and then go do it. And that just sounds way too complicated to me.
It sounds like you're playing one of the Fallout games, and as you're talking to somebody else comes up and just starts punching you, because that's happened a lot.
Yeah, so like that is like a thing that happens in Battle Royale. So like I could definitely see that happening. I could definitely see like that the whole concept of it being 200 players, being like still like solos, duos, and squads. It being like being data mined rather than leaked. Data mined from the game itself is interesting. I think that the idea of respawn tokens is smart because if that many people, it makes sense. I think that the gulag system they have, which apparently is if you get respawned in, you have to fight an AI or like another person and then beat them in a 1v1, and then you get back into the Battle Royale. Or like you get to do that anyway if you don't have a respawn token. That just sounds really cool. I think the Battle Royale is really, really fun in and of themselves. I think being attached to a game makes sense. I think the comparison, the Battle Royale is a new team deathmatch, kind of makes sense. But I don't know if they'll have the same power that does. Before, like, team deathmatch, we had, like, capture the flag, and that was big. The team deathmatch came along, and then, so, I don't know. Like a new Call of Duty, like, you don't have capture the flag. That's not a thing that you do in that game anymore. So,
yeah,
the
and
genres,
it's going to.
you know.
I was going to say, and with the whole battle royale, because the craze kind of came and went away almost like it's not as big as it was like maybe a year or two ago because of the whole Fortnite and Apex and that sort of thing. But like a good battle royale will bring people back eventually every once in a while. And sometimes that's all that you need in order to increase the revenue and stuff of that game. So I think it'll be good.
Yeah, I think that it definitely has peaked, and now we're gonna see where it lands. I'm very excited. And that's like the biggest thing I'm actually very excited about Google Stadia. Believe it or not, is the idea that you have this like huge farm that has like millions of computers. Like you just gotta stream it, and then like we can just put like millions of people in the same match. Like that to me sounds like a really fun experiment. And the only reason why like I have the idea of Google Stadia on the map in my mind is like I want to see the new games they make. But we'll talk probably about that.
You don't want to buy your Google Stadia just to play Destiny? Come on.
No, I don't want to.
Destiny is Destiny.
I don't know if we want to get in Google Stadia right now. If we want to do that next week or something, like when it actually launches. But like last week, they had like 12 games scheduled, then it bumped up to 22, and only one of those games is new, and 3 of those games are the Tomb Raider games that came out this generation. And like, if you pay the subscription, then you only get Destiny, and if you don't, you still have to pay full price for these games that you could get on your console or PC, and like, it doesn't. This seems like a half-baked idea that I don't know. And like, I mean, they are saying like it's a beta, but you're paying like $130 for a console.
Yeah, and
with a controller.
Paying for betas, usually it can go one of two ways. One is like, because what did I pay for? Beta wise, I paid for Ark.
Oh yeah.
And I played the hell out of it. I loved Ark, but it's just one of those that Ark has been in beta for like 4 or 5 years now at least.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm wondering if they're just keeping it in beta for the simple fact of people are still giving us money.
Yeah, I think, and like even like that scenario, those creators have done a lot of other stuff and like at least other games. So then it's like the idea that will Google like keep us around if it doesn't do well, And the idea, that whole website of like what Google has killed off. There's a whole website dedicated to different like services and products they've created and then killed off because they don't see it as profitable anymore.
Definitely.
But yeah, that's kind of my week. Catching up on shows, still playing Death Stranding and some other games in the mix, and just really trying to get through Death Stranding before Thanksgiving.
That makes sense. What about you, Scotto?
What did I do? I didn't do shit. Let's see. I didn't watch Joker.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks, buddy.
No problem. Title of episode: Scotty, you fucking lazy ass. There we go. Bam, done.
Is it still in theaters there, or like did you just miss the opportunity to go see it? Like what happened?
Well, like I looked it up for like Monday and Tuesday, and it's like, oh yeah, okay, it's still there. I'll go. Yeah. Didn't Monday, didn't Tuesday. Ate dinner with family Wednesday, Thursday. What did I do Thursday? I did something.
The days are blending together. Same. I hate being an adult.
Yep. And then Friday I was out, and then Saturday it's like, oh shit, it's gone. It's not around here.
Wow.
Fuck.
Damn.
Let's see. What did I do? Watch Death Note again. That was fun.
Just good old Death Note.
Watch the shit out of it. Realize how stupid the second half is again.
You mean after? Oh, I was gonna say. I don't know if I want to say spoilers, but it's like everybody who watched Death Note, who would want to watch Death Note, would probably have watched Death Note by now.
Yep,
but I'm guessing
I super watched Death Note. Don't worry about it.
Here. Guys from STD. Boom, done. Anyway,
there you
go.
Should I watch Death Note, Scott? And like, should I watch that? Like, I've not actually sat down and watched the entire series. I've only watched that like super cut that you have, Scott. Yeah, I watched that.
Yeah,
Should I watch the entire show, or is it like Is it okay?
I mean, if you did you watch both halves or just the one?
Both, yeah.
Both.
I was like, yeah, me and Isaac both sat down and watched all of them together. I'm pretty sure.
We watched it literally at your house. I was like, what's Death Note? Like, this is really good. Just give me some more Yoo-hoo.
Just like,
Yeah.
we sat there all night watching. We watched Death Note, and then another time we sat there drinking Yoo-hoo and watching Black Lagoon. Like that's what we did.
That's what you
Black
did.
Lagoon
Yeah,
is
I remember.
amazing.
It was great.
Yeah.
Let's see, what did I do other than that? Nothing much. It's been pretty boring. I mean, I looked up some of the Golden Joystick Awards. That was cool. RE2 Ultimate Game of the Year.
There you go.
Oh shit, that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good game. It's really fun.
I got the whole list here, and some of it's kind of.
Shout out that list right now, Scott. Go through it.
All right. Best storytelling.
Yeah.
Days Gone.
No way.
Really?
Best multiplayer game was Apex.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Okay.
I've not actually played it through Days Gone all the whole way through. I need to do that. It's on the list. I have it downloaded.
It's on the backlog.
It's
The
on the
backlog's
backlog.
dude.
Yeah.
On the backlog.
Yeah.
Backlog. Let's see. The best visual design was Devil May Cry 5.
So
that
good.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Best indie game, Outer Wilds. I have no idea what that is.
So, do you have any idea about this? I can speak to that game a bit. Okay, so basically, Outer Wilds, right, is the most confused name with Outer Worlds. First.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Outer Worlds.
Second
I
off,
played that.
It's an indie game that, again, like most things, you should know less about before you play it, because after you played it for like 30 minutes, you kind of see what is like happening, and then then it gets you in, and then you're like, oh man, I need to play this more.
Yeah, I just read a little bit, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah, no, it is a thing that like you should just like
go in pretty blind. You
should go in pretty blind, but like more so than usual. Like it's like you should go in as blind as like Nier Automata, or whatever that game is called. Like blind as in like you should go in blind as possible and just play it, and then you'll see like there's the moment will happen that I'm talking about, and then you'll be like, oh, this is a thing, and then you'll be like, I can't believe this is a mechanic, and then like it just go from there. So like even that is more of a spoiler. I probably shouldn't have said it, but like it if you're gonna get into that game, I recommend getting into that game and looking anything up. But like that game is definitely well deserved. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah.
Where was I? I forgot. Best indie
game.
Yeah. Best audio, Resident Evil 2.
So good.
Still playing award. That sounds weird. Minecraft.
Yeah. Hey, Minecraft still has millions of people playing.
Still on there.
Best
performer, Logan Marshall Green as David Smith in Telling Lies. I don't know. I don't know what Telling Lies.
Don't know about that
either.
I can't say about Minecraft though. They have actually been putting major updates out. I know they canceled the big fancy cute
graphic
update. Yeah, the graphic.
There was a big graphical update they were trying to do.
Yeah,
I honestly, Minecraft is one of those games that is definitely crossed the generational gap. So it doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, but like they've like actually went back and was like they updated the entire like water part, so like that got a huge update in itself. So they're like picking new they bring the biomes they have, and I think going updating them, which is really cool. Anyway, keep going, Scott.
Okay. Esports Game of the Year. Take a guess.
Overwatch.
Take a guess.
It's probably Overwatch.
It's Fortnite.
What? Oh my god.
That makes sense, I guess.
I mean, Fortnite made so much money.
It still is. It's crazy.
Much money. I'm still listening. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay. Oh no. You're taking a shit. You're eating. What are you eating?
I'm back.
Tell us, what are you eating?
I'm eating barbecue flavored chips.
Kind of chips.
With dip. Barbecue flavored.
Yeah. No.
Did somebody say the barbecue? Because I got the barbecue too.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Where's your barbecue, Scotty?
I don't have any barbecue, you fucking nerds.
Oh, well.
You could do dip. You could eat dip.
I still had your dip in my fridge from like a year ago. It's fucking gross.
Doesn't go bad. You can eat it right now.
Oh, fuck. Threw it away. Where was
Okay.
I?
Where were we?
Best VR game.
Oh, I want to know this one. Wait. Is it? All right. So I saw on there that like Tetris Effect was included in VR, so I have to say Tetris Effect if that's on the list.
Boom, boom,
Or is it
Beat Saber.
Beat
Yeah.
Saber? Yeah. Beat
I
Saber's
love
really
Beat
good.
Saber. It's so
Yeah,
good.
it's a good game. Yeah.
Studio of the Year. Epic game.
Bethesda.
No,
Oh.
Epic.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Bethesda.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Dragons.
What they even put out this year?
What, Epic?
Bethesda.
Oh, this year?
Yeah, because they pushed back
I don't
Doom.
right now for Fallout 76.
All right, listen, that's just a nonsense add-on for a nonsense game that needs to be dead and then rebooted in that order. Man,
Best
Yeah,
mobile
Ep-
game. of the
Epic
year.
Game makes sense, I guess, because they launched a new store, a new platform.
That's true.
I wonder, but they didn't really post anything else. I mean, like if I had a PC that worked, I would be grabbing all those free games they put on there.
Yep.
Without a doubt. All right, Scott, keep going. I keep interrupting you. My bad.
All right. Best mobile game of the year. BTS World. What is BTS World?
It's the Asian group, the Korean boy singers.
They have a game.
They have a game and they won.
That's amazing.
Oh.
PC Game of the Year. World of Warcraft Classic.
That seems dumb.
It seems really dumb. PlayStation Game of the Year.
That just Days Gone.
Yes.
Because they won an award, that's why. Was
Yep.
Death Stranding considered? Does it tell you that it was considered or not? Or I know it was considered.
Not on this list that I'm looking at now.
I was gonna say I don't think so.
Xbox Game of the Year.
Gears.
Crackdown 3.
It was Gears, but in no way should have. The game is not great. It was all right, but not
Was
great.
it better than Crackdown 3?
I didn't play Crackdown 3.
Dude,
It's on
I
Game
love
Pass.
No, it's
Crackdown
already better.
so
So
much.
you gotta play Crackdown 3.
I was going to, but then my Game Pass ran out. So
Cardinal Sin. Gotta keep that Game Pass updated.
I know I should have.
Speaking of which, PlayStation Plus is like $25 right now on like Amazon, whatever.
Oh,
Yeah,
mine runs out the day after Christmas. So
I always get it for Black Friday because it's always like this cheap. I'm like $25. That's like cheaper than 60. So there you go.
let's see. Where was I? Xbox. Nintendo Game of the Year.
What came out of
Smash.
this year? Mario Maker 2.
Ash.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Smash.
Best selling fighting game of all time.
Literally, I bought a Switch for Smash.
Yeah.
I bought GameCube controllers and an adapter for Smash. Now I got 4 GameCube controllers and not enough friends. That's all it came down to.
Literally, that's the problem.
That is the problem with anything. I got all these controllers around my damn apartment, and it's like, oh.
Alright, Scott.
Breakthrough. What's a breakthrough award? I have no idea.
It's like a breakthrough award means like it's the first, like your first game or like the first studio game or like,
To do something, probably.
House.
or it's either to do something or just to be made.
I have no
House
idea what
House.
House is.
Oh, it's House.
It's an independent video game developer based in Melbourne, Australia. Ah,
What
there
game
you
they
go.
make?
I have no idea. Let me check.
Look it up.
Push Me, Pull You in 2016, and Untitled Goose Game in 2019.
Untitled
Okay.
Goose Game.
Alright,
They
there we
go.
freaking
There we
with
go.
the
There
Goose
we go.
Game.
Yeah. So maybe I guess it's not the first game or like their first breakthrough game. I guess there you go.
I
So
guess.
you were
Yeah,
more correct about the category.
Super popular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most Wanted Award. Most Wanted Game to come out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cyberpunk 2077. Go
Yeah.
figure.
Yeah.
it hasn't even come out yet.
Man,
No,
why is it
Keanu
feeling
Reeves.
weird that like this quarter felt weak, but then the early next quarter is like super strong?
Yes.
That's a trend in video games right there. Like 10 years ago would have been switched.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Critics'
Yeah.
Choice Award, Control. I thought about playing that, but I never did.
I heard that it was.
I heard good things. Yeah, I heard good things. I heard that game is amazing, and that you should use if you have an RTX card, you should play with that because apparently the lighting in that game is phenomenal and is like the best way to play. So
I also heard that it's like 7 hours.
Hey, you know.
Bad.
Yeah.
I'm speaking. I play a lot of RPGs, so I'm like,
Yeah.
I
If it
guess
ain't over 20 hours, fuck it.
I can
$1 an hour.
appreciate a good
$1
game.
an hour.
Buy that for $1. Ah.
There you go. I don't know. Like I feel that like I want more. If it's like a good game from like start to finish for like 7 hours, no side missions, I'm in. I would be all over that right now.
Lifetime achievement was Yu Suzuki. He did a lot of shit.
What kind of shit did he do?
Oh, let's see. Headed the Sega's team for 18 years. Did a lot of arcade hits.
Yeah.
Let's see. Shenmue. Space Harrier.
Shenmue 3 is literally like
Shenmue.
tomorrow, by the way.
Is it really?
Shenmue 3 comes out tomorrow on the 19th.
Yeah.
Then review embargo lifts on the 21st. I don't know how that works.
I don't know either.
That'll
be interesting.
Sounds kind of dumb.
Outstanding contribution. Life is Strange.
Huh.
I don't know what outstanding contribution is. But then ultimate game of the year is Resident Evil 2.
Yeah.
Hey.
Wow.
Suck it.
It's really good.
At least it wasn't Fortnite like last year.
Hey, listen, Fortnite deserved it last year.
Fuck.
It made an impact.
It was. I was gonna say, Fortnite fucked up the gaming industry, dude.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It was the
got
best.
4.6% lost in stock because of Fortnite.
Literally, it messed up the
Fortnite.
game industry.
Yeah, well, at least it doesn't crash a market in a nation like every Dragon's Quest does. That's why the Japanese market has to like shut down for a day. It's fuck Dragon's Quest.
That is amazing and awesome to know that a game has that impact.
Yeah. Let's see. But anyway, what else did I do? What's that damn anime we were talking about?
Kakaguri.
Yeah. I can't pronounce that worth it. Fucking simple.
So I don't know, Isaac. Have you ever watched Kakaguri?
On Netflix.
It is.
It's on Netflix, and it's an anime about gambling.
Gambling.
What?
It's an anime about gambling, and it's kind of crazy.
Is it kind of great?
It's kind of crazy.
A lot of women just get really hot and bothered over gambling. It's amazing.
It's kind of crazy.
That sounds like
Yumio.
It sounds like Food Wars,
Yumiko.
but instead of food, like because the girls get hot and bothered over the food being orgasmic, is the same thing but added by gambling.
Yes. Yes.
They live for
the higher the stakes, the more they get freaking.
Yep.
Do they have orgasms on screen?
More or less.
Yeah, that's what
they're grabbing their crotch.
Does. Yep.
Just fall to their knees. Yes.
Yeah, the Food Wars anime has them naked and then has them like angels covering over like different things, and like the men too. The men also have food orgasms, so it's not just women, but a lot of. All right, continue. I want to hear more about this anime. That it sounds lit.
Basically, it's about gambling. To not say too much. They're in a high school, and basically the high school is the only way for you to basically move up the ranks in the high school is through gambling. Like they do everything with gambling.
Oh, it's like a high school and everything else.
Yes,
that sounds
it's a high school setting.
After class, that's when gambling starts.
Yep. I was like, clubs are based on gambling. Social rank is based on gambling. Everything is based on gambling.
Is there a class rank based on gambling too?
Yep.
Kind of.
All right, so this literally sounds exactly like Food Wars, but instead of food, it's gambling. Like the more we talk about it, it's exactly the same. I am so in because that show was so good at like being an anime, being a shoujin anime, but instead of focusing on fighting, but focusing on cooking food. So it's the same thing by gambling. I'm so in.
Yeah, like let's see, what was the last one I watched? Crazy one-eyed girl with her gun. Shoot me, please, shoot me. Oh my God, you have to kill me. amazing
Yep.
at the same time. Yeah. So like Isaac, so like if you go into total debt, then what the hell are you called? If you're a girl, you're a kitten. You have no life. I forget what you're called if you're a boy, and you're in debt.
Is it a puppy? I don't know.
I don't remember exactly.
Anyway, you basically become whoever you become indebted to slave.
Yeah, they write up the hell's it called? The student council. There we go. Boom. They write up a whole life debt thing that like if you're staying in debt for like say like 160 some million yen, then they'll write up a whole plan like you're gonna be married off to some politician, you're gonna have babies, you're gonna live like that.
What?
Yeah, it's
that
crazy.
sounds way more intense though. Holy shit.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
And there's this one kid that follows the main character around, and he's like, he's the one that's like has some common sense. He's not totally into the gambling, but the main character, she's totally she's drooling, and her eyes get all red and flushed, and
she basically activates her devil trigger whenever she's gambling.
Oh wow.
Yes, that's the way to put it. Yes,
yep.
Yes.
Wow.
In between her legs. Yes.
Also true.
So, like, how many seasons of it is there on Netflix?
It's a Netflix. Yeah, there's 2 because it's a Netflix exclusive anime.
I know Netflix is doing that more, which is really cool. More.
Their exclusive animes have been pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Which I started to get into.
Castlevania was super good.
I love
Castlevania. It's on the list.
Castlevania's so good.
I almost bought it on Blu-ray Friday. But then after everything else that happened Friday, I was like, money.
Are you surprised how good that is, by the way? That like Netflix made a really good Castlevania, like.
Oh, because they talked about it for years. I mean,
yeah.
Like at least like 5 to 6 years they talked about a movie originally. And then they made that anime, which first season's 4 or 5 episodes?
Yeah. And
like
the second season has like
9 maybe. Yeah. Which
I want them to normalize their 12 to 13 episode seasons with that show, but at the same time, this episodes that they do have, it makes you want more.
Yeah, like the animation's not like smooth and everything like you would expect to be for a high class anime, but I mean they got the Bloody Tears music from like Symphony of the Night or the older Castlevanias, which you hear in the background of the main theme, which I just went. As me and Ike were watching it together, although over the party chat, like we were dead quiet throughout the whole main battle because it was so good.
And that's for me. Like I haven't played a whole lot of the Castlevania games, so I'm not a humongous fan of it.
Oh no!
The show is good. The show is really good.
Like I was pointing out stuff. I'm like, oh my god, it's Leon Belmont, and he's like, who? I'm like, no, it's the original Belmont. He's so fucking cool. I will destroy you and the knight.
But
voice acting is good. Like Dracula, I think, is by far the best voice in that whole thing. And his whole reason for wanting to destroy everything, it makes sense. His wife gets freaking barbecued. But he's very generous. I mean, he gives humanity a whole year to get their shit and get out. But then you got what I found weird was like the first season gets the 3 main characters, Sypha, Alucard, and Trevor all together. Although Alucard and Trevor are just flipping each other off all the time.
They butt heads all the time.
It's the best romance in a Castlevania ever. It's amazing.
Perfect.
But then, like, the second season gets into the political stuff with all the rest of the vampires and stuff, and all the infighting. And then that's when the heroes show up and start wrecking everyone. That's amazing.
It's good. It's good. So, did you do anything else at all, Scott, or is that basically it?
I watched some Bob Ross too, if that counts.
It does.
That
How
does
many little trees were there?
The thing, it's not so much the trees, man. The thing I get a kick out of is every time he takes his 3-inch brush and puts it in the paint thinner and he smacks it on the freaking canvas like pedestal thing, he smiles at the camera and says, "You gotta beat the devil out of it." Like every fucking time. And I'm like, and me and my brother are watching it, and like there's an episode where he has a cane, and this is Bob Ross's head on the top of the cane. It's got his fro, it's got his nose, it's got everything. And I'm like, is Bob Ross, was he secretly like just a pimp? He's got his pimp cane and he's beating up fucking brushes, beating the devil out of it.
That's how you do a brush. You gotta beat the devil out of it each time.
Yeah, you gotta get it dry.
We need better strokes for more folks.
There you go. If these brushes have less devil, the better they paint.
Yes.
There you go.
I mean, that guy can make shit look amazing. God rest his soul.
Good old Bob Ross.
What else did I do? Is that it? Is that boring? Shit. Oh, I played some Binding of Isaac. I was getting back into that.
Yes.
There you go.
Love Binding of Isaac.
That game.
Are they making a sequel now? What are they doing? Is that studio doing something?
They have made a card game.
Yeah,
it's like
they did.
Go on.
It's like a 4-player battle your friends, search dungeon. It's like an RPG-ish game. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's very similar to the actual game itself, but it's just with cards and that sort of thing, and decks and stuff.
Bloodborne. That card game.
Bloodborne card game is so much fun. You guys played that?
I did not. No.
Whenever I will see you next, I will force you to play that game because you need to play that game because it is a lot of fun.
That's cool.
It is a good card game.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
How good is it?
Like this good.
Like a Subway footlong. Gotcha. I can't see it fully on your screen.
I went to Subway.
It's so good.
I went to Subway, right? And let me tell you, if you want fresh mozzarella, it's like $3 a slice. Thing costs so much money for fresh mozzarella in Subway. Don't recommend.
So instead, you asked for the Bloodborne card game.
I did. It was cheaper than
Subway.
It was cheaper. It was cheaper than getting a foot long Subway with fresh mozzarella on it because it was like $3, $6, like $12 extra on your sub for like fresh mozzarella.
Do they have a cow out back in a churner?
It's not that fresh. It's like I could have walked like to a grocery store and like get mozzarella from there, and it would have been like equally the same freshness.
I mean, yeah.
My point is that like $3 a slice for mozzarella seems ridiculous. Anyway, point being, Bloodborne in the card game is a lot of fun because like in that you're all hunters trying to get blood and then like collect the blood by going back to the dream, which is just, like in the game. But then the hunters can like hurt each other with certain items, and like each round you're fighting an enemy or a boss, and so you have to do damage to get blood. So like it's neat. It's a lot of strategy if you think it, but it's good.
That's good. It's
good time. It's good time. It's a good cooperative game. Where it's cooperative and it's also not.
Like that makes you just want to get like the Devil May Cry Bloody Palace board game, which confuses me because how are you supposed to do fast-paced action on a board game?
Probably not.
Can't we just put multiplayer in Devil May Cry 5 just for Bloody Palace?
Hey, did you see those data leaks, by the way, about that? About how there's going to be as an update to the title of those screens that say co-op and 1v1 or some nonsense like that?
That won't happen.
I know it won't happen. I'm just letting you know that's what there was an update and that was found in the code.
You know what's fucking weird is that they keep updating Virgil. That's the weird part.
Maybe because they're updating Virgil for a reason.
No, not playable reason.
No. Is Virgil not playable in that game, right?
No, he is not.
So you are okay. All right. So why is he up to? Wait, what?
Like he does different moves than he used to do. Like from launch till now. Like when he goes in the middle of the screen and he does his big power, and he usually flies around the whole arena and swoops down at you, he'll disappear. And then swords will just start raining down all over the place. And it's like, holy shit. And he's completely gone.
Is that just because of a difficulty? Like,
I
your
don't
difficulty
know.
level? Or
No, because they admitted that they added more like frames to his movement and him being able to do like not counters, but cancels between his moves.
Wow.
So, I don't know.
Wow.
I mean, he's fun. I play Mission 19 like every fucking time I play Devil May Cry 5 because you gotta Royal Guard that shit all the time.
Royal Guard's good.
Royal Guard is so amazing in 5. Like, I didn't use it in 3, and then 4, the hell, except for the Bloody Palace or the original version of 4. That's how I killed the fake version of Dante before he used it to kill me. Because that rage is just too strong. So fucking good. I mean, the only Bloody Palace mode or character I've been able to win with is V. He's the only one.
Really? That seems weird.
I cannot win with Nero.
Wow.
Suck with Nero.
Wow.
Dante, I can get like level 90, and then I just lose health, like completely. But then the last 3 levels of that, there's no health regen. You aren't getting any green orbs. It's strictly you and the last 3 bosses, and you just got to do it. Which V was hard. With V was really hard because I was expecting Virgil to just target me the whole time, but he actually went after the other 3, which helped. And then I got the dumb lightsaber ending at the end. So purple. It's so Mace Windu. Baby Yoda, yeah.
The best.
So cute. I haven't seen video. He's cute.
He's good. He is very cute.
That means Mandalorian takes place 900 years in the past of Star Wars history.
Which doesn't make any sense because it's post-Empire.
What? It can't be post-Empire. Oh, no!
We lost ourselves in Isaac.
What? Whoa. Where'd he
go?
Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
I don't know. I think he decided he just didn't want to,
Power went out.
Oh, God. Well, I mean...
Oh, okay.
Let's try to... I guess we'll just finish this up with my week then. So, all I did this week...
Buddy.
What's up?
What'd you do?
Oh.
Bundle your jimmies. Gotcha.
All the time. Of course, went to work and I'm exhausted from that. But came home. I've been playing, like Isaac said, I've been playing Death Stranding quite a bit. I'm always playing Overwatch. I recently got into Smite, which that game's complicated. But I enjoy it. I like playing it with my little brother. So, what else have I done? Got Disney Plus because Verizon. And watched the first episode of Mandalorian. It's really good. It's really good. Even from a non-fan of Star Wars base.
Blasphemy, heathen.
I know. The worst.
Back to the abyss, Dracula.
I've also been binge watching One Piece because, yeah. Love commitment. But it's really good where I'm at in it.
I never got into it.
There's just a lot going on. And honestly, and I hate to say this because I know every One Piece every One Piece fan will like shun me because of it, but like it takes a good solid 130 episodes to actually start getting really good. The beginning of it is very, very slow. It's like a standard anime. And after you get past that part, you start connecting with the characters, you start bonding with them, you start seeing them grow as people, pirates, and or the crew members. And I just fell in love. Now that I'm 500, almost 600 episodes in, it shot up to at least my top 3 anime.
Cool.
Because it's really, really good. I really want to go watch the Stampede movie that came out in Japan and was here for a little while.
Yeah,
it looked really good. It made quite a bit of money.
I was out when I watched it, I believe. Chapter 2.
I really wanted to watch it, but my movie theater here doesn't have it. So,
Stampede or the It?
Stampede.
Oh,
We had it.
should have watched it. You love clowns.
I hate clowns.
Love clowns.
Listen here, internet. If any of you try
Oh
to
my God,
clowns, I will kill you all. Hi, Isaac.
Hi.
This
hold
man
on.
loves
My
clowns.
headphones aren't working too well. It seems like.
There we go.
Doing great
Look
work here.
amazing.
The best.
Are you hovering over top of me? Oh.
10 out
There
of
you
10.
All right.
Will Grease again.
Listen, the internet went out. I mean, it did. The internet went out,
Good
and
power.
then it came back on. Well, the power went out. Then the power came back on. Then the power went out. So like the internet came back on. And I was like, awesome. I'm about to like join it. It'd be fun. And the power went out again. So I was like, all right.
So it's possible the power might go out again.
So the power might go again. Hopefully it doesn't. So we have to little insider knowledge. I think it's because we have a space heater hooked up.
Is it just that room that went out then?
It's the entire internet went out. The entire internet, not this room. The entire internet, our entire power went out in our house. So
That should
weird,
not be from a space heater.
I was
That
gonna
might
say, well,
trip a
I know
breaker,
sometimes.
but
I was gonna say it should trip.
So
it should trip the breaker.
it trips the breaker when we have that running and the microwave. It'll trip the breaker. Then. So if we don't have that running,
trying to roast the house.
yeah, basically.
You got
So-
a space heater in the kitchen? What the hell kind of wiring's in this house?
All the first floor outlets are wired the same.
I'm pretty sure
Huh?
that
Yep. It has all the first.
It can't
all
be on the
first
same
floor-
circuit.
It says all the first, or rather, maybe I'm trying to think what it says. I think it says rec room outlets, so that will trip, but that will be tripped if the microwave that is plugged in the kitchen and the space heater is plugged in the rec room is on at the same time. Is both plugged in and on.
It should be.
I
It
wouldn't
should
have
be
that
splitting.
space heater on.
Should be splitting. Just turn on your oven. Open the oven. You got it.
The easy
got
solution
it.
is just, hey, I'm about to do the microwave. Turn the space heater off. Okay. Turn the microwave on.
Done.
It's done.
He's gonna invite somebody over, and somebody's gonna
Because
use both of
we
them
just
at
need
the
to
same time.
get
and
the
blow up the
plastic
house.
over the
We're gonna have the
windows.
oven, the microwave, and the space heater all going.
It's
Yeah.
literally gonna
There,
cause a
Tommy.
nuclear explosion.
Because
Isaac, you're gonna cause your own personal void out at your house.
Oh no! Did he freeze?
He froze.
No!
We lost him again.
Oh wait!
Come back.
Oh my God! He said.
Come back.
Turn off that microwave. Plug it. Throw it out the window.
I think
Like
we need to get him a power saving microwave.
Solar power.
It needs the grease power.
Oh,
It's a
I
grease
did
powered microwave.
watch High School of the Dead again. Still waiting for a sequel.
Also very Japan. So much Japan.
And very fan service.
I was gonna say, so after like the 500 or 550 mark in One Piece, there's a lot of fan service now.
Yeah.
Most of the girls that were like covered
The
up and
devoted
everything's
fan.
fine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, they're not covered up anymore. One of them just wears a bikini the entire time. So I don't know. What else did I do? Watch Mandalorian. I've been watching The Magicians on Netflix. Don't know if you've ever seen it. It is basically about what happens if normal people that live in New York, that, you know, read like fantasy books as kids and that sort of thing, ended up actually acquiring magical powers.
Harry Potter.
And then basically, this is all in the first episode, so they actually get initiated into a school for magicians that's located in New York, and to hone their skills and that sort of thing. And there's a big story premise and stuff behind it, and it's just really, really cool. Because the thing that show does is it shows magic in both a good and a bad light. It's both a blessing and a curse at the same time, because everybody just, you know, you and me, I'd really want magic. Like, that would just be cool. Like, let me just light fire on my hands. But if I light fire on my hands, maybe the building would catch on fire. Or if you mess with wrong types of magic, you summon some really bad entity that's literally going to kill you and your friends. Like, that could happen. And it's just, it's definitely a good watch. And, you know, I've always been a fan of sci-fi and that sort of thing, and it's a sci-fi show, so pretty cool.
Hi, Allie. Speaking of magic.
Oh, God. In case you guys were wondering, me and Scotto here are very much magic nerds. Haha.
That's standard. Fuck standard. That's some bullshit.
Did you see, for all of my Magic fans, Oko got banned.
Woo! No more elks for everyone. Yay!
Except he got banned. I think 2 other cards that weren't doing it, like, they were good, but they weren't, like, breaking the format, got banned. Like, Once Upon a Time and Veil of Summer got banned for some odd reason.
I don't follow that too often.
Yeah, and he got banned, but he only got banned in Standard and Pioneer, I think, and Brawl.
Still haven't played Pioneer.
I was going to make a Pioneer deck, but I'm probably going to wait until it comes out on Arena, and then I'm going to try to build a good deck that way. But
I haven't touched Magic in like weeks.
Me and
this is my trip.
We bought this really cool box. Like, I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, not the damn. No, you spent too much on that damn box.
It is amazing.
No, it's not.
It's worth every dollar that we spent on it, because we went in half.
Well, yeah, you didn't spend $50 yourself. Fuck that.
But it comes with 10 packs. It comes with a collector booster. It comes with 20 foil lands, 20 non-foil lands, an exclusive die that's bigger than the normal one, and it's really pretty, and also alternate art foil of one of the cards from the set. It's really good, and a foil box, and the foil box is really pretty.
Until it falls apart, you drop it in the puddle. You're fucked.
That's literally anything, though. But another thing I did.
Crack.
I played D&D 2 days ago.
Yes, when I called. Yes.
I played D&D, which was a lot of fun.
That was the shortest phone call with Dan ever.
I mean, he was in the middle of making characters with people, so
it was important. I wanted to make sure people weren't busting into his house.
Dan, by the way, guys, Dan is an entity that lives on a remote island off of
a remote
Galapagos.
Plane of existence.
Yep. He is a mystic.
Into our domain.
Yeah. Sometimes we have to summon him, mainly with chicken wings and bad dad jokes. He will usually come out.
Diet Mountain Dew.
Yep. Every once in a while to receive his offerings and then go back to his isle. No, he was. We played D&D, and it was a lot of fun. We were playing the Ravnican-based D&D, so we were in Ravnica. And there was a lot of dumb shit that happened, of course, because D&D, that always happens. And for the first time, I started playing a bard, so I would just sing rhymes randomly. We had a guy that had Tourette's, so that was fun. His character had Tourette's. So in the middle of conversations, he would just scream "fuck" out of nowhere, or "eat your mom," or Siamese twins sucked me, or something weird. You know, like I don't know. Like it was definitely a really cool character. And most of the guys that we played with were really cool characters. I was a Simic, half human, half monkey. Then there was a.
Have the feet or the tail?
I have a tail.
Yay!
I had a tail. I have a tail, but I'm also adapting into other things. Then from there, there was a Minotaur. There was a half robot person. Half robot, half like magical entity, which was cool, called a Warsworn. And then there was I kept calling him Moneybags. I don't even remember what he was.
Monopoly.
But he was part of the Orzhov, so all he did is want to negotiate money, and I told him I was going to throw him in a crick somewhere.
By the way, not to get off topic, did you see that there is a Misc Monopoly? That pisses me off.
Misc Monopoly.
Misc Monopoly. And it says...
Like Monopoly Man, but it's actually a girl?
Yes. It is his niece. And it says on the box, a game in which women make more than men. Right on the box. Not that I have anything wrong against that. I mean, in real life. But you don't have to slap that on a box.
There was a beer company that literally posted on all of their beer cans that Epstein didn't kill himself or whatever.
I did see that post or something about it, yeah.
Kind of funny.
Just like Goofy saying, oh.
So
10 minutes.
We're about at the hour mark now, so let's finish up by talking about Sonic. So as long time Sonic fans, I've played.
Hold on a second. Should we see if Isaac's coming back? Hold on.
We can check. I don't know.
Saying this out loud. Coming back, baby, come back. Oh no, I'm singing on camera. No, go away.
Yep, they all know now. It went off three
more times.
Jeez.
Unplug that damn heater. That damn heater and microwave and stove.
So normally, guys, this doesn't happen. But shit is not sweet sometimes.
That's some ghetto wiring. That's what that is.
You're correct. It's very bad.
Well,
let's just go ahead and talk about it a little bit and stuff. And if you join,
how the internet bullied a movie company.
Literally.
It's not bullying. It's just.
It was constructive criticism to the max because everybody was like, no. Yeah, even the people who don't even care about Sonic, they were like, no. He looks like a douche. Like, change him, please.
Yes. Like, I was fine with Gangster's Paradise on the first trailer, which was really out of place because Sonic isn't really a gangster, but it is 90s, so that makes sense. Yeah, he just looked weird.
He did look very very weird. It looked like they were trying to humanize him more.
Yeah, which is bad.
And they should have just stayed with his normal and because they've implemented it before where like even though it was animation, they put him with humans and he still had his whole figure. And with how CGI is and stuff nowadays, it should be easy. So we need to talk about one big topic that I have about the movie. And it's not even about the design anymore, because the design is fine. It's about the fact that Jim Carrey is Dr. Robotnik.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were going to say that he got pissed because how the internet freaked out. He had a statement about it, too.
I didn't see the statement at all about what he said.
Oh, he was like, oh, it's the creative outlet. They can do what they want. True, but you should try to make the fans happy of a beloved mascot for the last 30, almost 40 years.
I was going to say
30.
It wouldn't be a big deal if it was a new IP. If it was a new IP completely.
A new IP.
New IP.
Sonic.
But
Werehog. Oh wait, that already happened too. Never
literally.
Mind.
And the Sonic, the Golden Knight. Oh wait, sorry.
So you mean the Black Knight?
Sonic, the Olympic game. But
I love that movie.
I'm speaking more in the sense of that, just he is Dr. Robotnik.
That's fine.
How do you think he's gonna do?
That's fine. At the ending scene of the trailer or the first trailer where Sonic is all fucked up and he's bald and he has the Robotnik mustache and the goggles, looks fine. Like, yeah, he's not an overweight douche. I mean, he's still a douchebag because he's Robotnik. I'm glad that they said Robotnik and not Eggman, because that drives me up a fucking wall, because I grew up with Robotnik, not Eggman.
Isn't Eggman, by classification, Robotnik's grandson anyway?
It depends on which series you go with. In some series, he's the same person. In others, not. So, I think like with the original animated cartoon, they changed a lot from over there to here or something. I can't remember. There's been so many different versions, from Sonic Underground, where Sonic has a brother and a sister, and
yeah, it gets kind of convoluted after a little while.
And he has to go grab the Dragon Balls and go Super Saiyan.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, that's the equivalent, literally.
It is. And they admitted to it, I think, at one point. But I don't think, like, the weird part I still have with the whole movie is the fact that I guess his rings are now
teleportation devices. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it showed him teleporting from Green Hill Zone to the actual human world, and that he's an alien.
Yeah. Well, I mean, technically he is, because he's not from Earth.
Well, no, but like, I don't know. I've always seen him as
not a hedgehog either. He's a walking upright hedgehog with shoes and gloves
and very fast.
Like, I remember on Sonic X. Oh my god, I actually watched it. Not all of it, only the first season, because I bought it. They're like, oh, what the hell is that? He's going 400 some miles an hour. And like a cop car thinks he's going to catch up to him. No. Oh, speaking of back.
All right.
Welcome back, Knuckles.
All right.
Knuckles.
I've ruined the podcast with this internet outage, but I must say it's gone on 5 times so far.
Yes.
I understand. And
it's going to be a 6th.
Hopefully not. And it is because of the power grid, not because of the house.
Oh.
Like other people are going out too.
Yeah, I looked on the website, and there's like more than like 100 reports of outages over the last like hour.
Portages.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about Magic.
Oh, that's fine. I'm happy I missed that. That's fine.
And now we're talking about Sonic.
Yeah.
What about your week, Ike?
All I said that I talked about my week. All I did was I played Death Stranding, played Overwatch, played Smite. Those are probably games of choice right now.
Smite, by the way. And when you were talking to me on party chat,
my brother just started me on it about literally like 2 or 3 weeks ago, so I'm pretty new to it still. But I'm enjoying it. Learning builds and that sort of thing. And then I told Scotty that I watched The Mandalorian on Disney Plus. I've been binge watching One Piece.
There you go.
Because it's really good, and I really want to watch
900 episodes. Nice.
I'm up to almost 6, so I'm getting close.
Holy smoke.
Yeah, I've been watching it pretty crazily. And I've been watching a show on Netflix called The Magicians. Don't know if you've ever seen it. It's a sci-fi original, and it's about basically some
sci-fi or Netflix.
What? It's about some college kids that basically end up they read fantasy books as kids and that sort of thing, and they end up actually getting magical powers, and there's actually a magical school and stuff involved. But it's like cool. They show magic in both a good and a bad light. It's like it's both a blessing and a curse and stuff, and the storylines with it are just super cool. And and sci-fi shows they're both they're usually a hit or miss, and it's pretty good. And then I play D&D.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's what I did. We were having a conversation about Sonic.
Nice.
We talked about his look first.
Yeah.
Thumbs up. Amazing. Like, because of the rework, I'm definitely going to watch the movie now.
There's one problem, though, and I noticed it just because I'm a picky asshole.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at his mouth sync, it's completely off. I mean, off. It's off by like a couple seconds, but it's very noticeable.
You think that's because of the trailer, or do you think that's going to be the whole movie?
Because of the redesign.
Makes sense.
Because it was probably synced up to the old style, not the new. So it's almost like watching a Japanese anime.
Yeah. There you go. I'm excited about the redesign. I watched the trailer. I saw like memes of it being like, "What happened? What did this happen? Is this real life?" And then I saw the trailer and I was like, "This is amazing." Yep. I am more than pleased. But I don't know what you guys covered or not, so I feel kind of weird.
Well, I wish that they had the Gangster's Paradise in the new trailer still. I really
it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Yes.
And then we were talking about how Jim Carrey's Robotnik.
Awesome.
And I asked Scotty how he felt about it.
Yeah, I probably get some strong
not
feelings
fat.
about it. Yeah.
He's not like Christian Bale. He didn't get 500 pounds to play this role.
Yeah.
Good.
But
I think he's fine for it.
Yeah.
I think he'll do a decent job. Plus, I really like Jim Carrey, so.
Yeah.
He hasn't been in anything in years.
It's been a while.
Do you think they offered him enough money, or do you think he's like, I like Sonic, I like Robotnik. This is exactly.
I have no idea.
What I do.
Like, if it wasn't him playing him, it probably would have been like Robin Williams if he was still alive.
That's true.
Which would make more sense because he's shorter, so he could be like a fatter Robotnik, like
short, pudgy Robotnik guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robin Williams would have been more out there.
Yeah.
And then Scotty was complaining about the fact that Sonic's rings are now teleportation devices.
It's so fucking weird. I get it.
Yeah, that's a thing.
I get it. I get it. Well, like the big giant rings in like the first game.
Yeah, the big giant rings were like teleporters.
Yeah, which that makes sense.
That's why I easily thought of,
But then he's like, I'm going to pull this little ring out and throw it, and then it gets big. It's like a freaking capsule.
Maybe
Dragon Ball.
They're all the ring. They're all those end of stage rings minimized because he beat the stages, so now he has them in his pocket.
Yes.
That would be all right. So like, here's
Are
the thing.
Chaos Emeralds going to show up?
One,
he's gonna go Super Saiyan.
Chaos Emeralds gonna sell. 2, is he gonna go Super Saiyan? 3,
no.
Is there how many Sonic friends will show up in this? And
one.
None.
You think it's gonna be Tails?
I think it's either gonna be in the beginning when they all show up, just for like a scene.
No.
But like, imagine this. Imagine if they were all there, the same style as previous Sonic. Imagine that.
No.
Imagine
Basically, think about this.
A Tails, all of them in that style.
No.
It's the worst, right?
So what's gonna happen?
We could have had that. We could have had that in a movie.
They cut that part of the movie out.
They probably did.
It's too much work. We did Sonic. That's enough. Fuck the rest of them.
We need to make a movie of Sonic heroes, except all of them are the original design from the Sonic movie. All of them.
Oh, that's the worst.
Or they're all in a Street Fighter. Fuck Sonic the Fighters. That's what it was. That stupid fucking polar bear. Fuck
super good.
But what was I gonna say?
Miles has to be in it. If Miles isn't in it, I'm gonna be mad.
At the very end of the movie, I know what's. I can already tell you what's going to happen. There's going to be an after credit scene. You know, Robotnik got beat.
Yeah, don't say Eggman.
I know. Robotnik got beat. Everything's fine. And Sonic goes back to his world, except for the fact that another ring opens, and then you just see this black and red figure walk out of it.
Oh, that could be Shadow.
Yeah.
Yo. But what if Shadow is just the previous song?
Shut up, Isaac. No.
That's
It's
what
just the
Sonic
original
is.
Sonic. He's just painted, spray painted black.
Just painted black. And it's that. Imagine those two standing next to each other, being like he has guns, being like, "Arr."
Like the scene, kid, Sonic, please. And literally, they painted him in MS Paint and then put him on the movie.
That's amazing. That'd be great.
The way I could see the movie ending would be like, Robotnik's all beat up, and then underneath the wreckage, he dusts off like sand, and there's a Chaos Emerald, and it cuts to black.
That's pretty good.
Or maybe he dusts off. No, actually, what'll happen is he's on that like dusty planet that they showed from the first trailer.
Yeah.
And he dusts off like just this blue like metal like gem type thing, and you just see like the outline of like Metal Sonic in the.
No, it can't be Metal Sonic. It's way too soon.
Sonic is actually the original Sonic.
Oh.
All right. Listen. All right, how about
Cyborg Sonic? Fuck Metal Sonic.
Instead, it ends with Sonic being there, and then there's a full moon, and then he transforms into the other Sonic movie character, the free one. And it looks terrible.
He's a werehog pre-designed Sonic.
That's what it is.
We might as well just take it a step further. He's literally going to see the moon. He's going to transform into a human because,
And then he bangs a human. Yeah.
Yeah, just like Sonic 06 wanted.
Yeah.
It shows the symbol at the very bottom of like the movie, the rating, and then he just slaps it and it changes to like rated R.
There you go. Thought Joker was
like
the highest
that Tyrone
R movie. Now it's gonna be Sonic.
Literally.
Sonic turns into Tyrone off of the meme thing where he smacks cigarettes out of people's hands. I'm here to fuck your wife. Long dick
style. Yeah, love Tyrone.
Yeah.
But I think that the Sonic movie will be good. I'm hoping it'll be good.
Yeah.
Every movie that I'm not trying to say we Americanize everything, but we definitely Americanize everything, and sometimes it's
Mario Brothers.
Not talking about this, Scotty. Did you see the deleted scene of how Bowser's made? Because it's really funny.
What?
Like, in the movie, there was a deleted scene. Like, they just showed Bowser throughout the movie. They didn't show how Bowser became, like, King Koopa. They showed him turning into a Koopa via some machine, and it was hilarious.
Yes. He gets, that's how the Goombas are made, and he gets stuck into the machine.
So funny, dude.
Yes, it's... Poor Dennis Hopper. He really hated that fucking movie. God rest his soul.
It's a bad movie.
It was. And I fell asleep in theaters as a kid when we watched it.
Do you think that Sonic will be the first, not the first.
Good.
The video game curse movies, right? That's how it is. A lot of video game movies are bad because they're video game movies. You think that it will be a good despite that? Because from the first trailer, it was bad. I think the biggest thing I can say about the second trailer, not even just talking about the redesign, the looks of the character, something about the character has changed. Because if all of that was,
he seems more quirky.
Yeah, he definitely seems more quirky. I don't know if they actually did that much work in I
think it's just his facial.
So one thing that I realized, and I didn't realize it until I saw a bunch of people talking about it on like forums and stuff, is a lot of the cuts in the movie are actually taken from some of the games. Like there, that one scene where he has that baseball, like the baseball bat and stuff. It was in an older game at some time where he had a baseball.
Episode of Seinfeld with George Costanza lining up to the plate.
Oh yeah, that was totally George Costanza. And then there was
George.
Then there was like another one where Sonic was like up on top of like up in the corner of a room, and that was also from another game at some time. So there's a couple different scenes that are from some of the games, and I can really appreciate them for trying to throw in little hints and nods to some of the games in the movie itself.
Well, it's better than one of the Resident Evil movies where instead of it being Chris and Sheva, it's Chris and Claire against Wesker, And if you play that frame by frame with Resident Evil 5, it's the exact same fight scene.
But just Claire instead of Sheva.
Yeah, same thing. Everything from the hand twist to him throwing
the boulder. Did he push the boulder? Did he punch the boulder?
No, there wasn't no boulder.
Damn it!
No. What's the point?
Because that was his moment. That was his moment to go completely superhuman, to realize that Chris is he actually has the T-virus. He's the cause of the T-virus, I'm telling you.
Actually, I found out that the motion capture guy is the guy that does Dante and Devil May Cry 3, 4, and 5. He is the motion capture guy for Chris in 5. So he was like, yeah, I'm the one that was actually punching boulders.
That's pretty great.
I am Chris Redfield.
Worship me.
Oh, it's so good.
He just hands up.
By the way, that whole video of, that one Power Ranger in that fighting game where it's the Virgil character or Dan Southward's character from Power Rangers, and he's so just playing as Virgil. It's fucking hilarious. That trailer is godlike.
I don't know if I've seen that
for the new Power Rangers game character.
Yeah, with the character. Because he's he's fighting Lord Zed, and he says foolishness, so he's fully going on Virgil. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's so good. And he says, I need more quantum power instead of I need more power. It's so good.
I think
I see a Power Ranger, but I hear Virgil.
That game is doing very well for itself for being a mobile port.
And good for them. Good for them.
They're fighting people on there. I have what was it? I was watching Maximilian, and he was talking about the fighting game community that's actually helping them create this game. And there's I forget his name. This is the D, but that's won championships. Oh well, doesn't matter.
Dan DeWine.
Something like that. I don't know, something.
He's a pretty flower.
Yeah. No, but they got actual people that are when evil and stuff to help make that game, and watching Maximilian just play that game, and that game looks like a lot of dumb fun for a versus game.
Yeah.
And is still somehow around compared to Capcom versus Marvel Infinite, which is not. So
by the way, Street Fighter Championship Edition.
It's 2 characters and all of the skins and all the stuff, and this is kind of be the final nail in the coffin before it moves on to being dead forever.
And then we'll get 6 versions of 6 when it ever comes out.
That's not gonna come out.
Probably not.
No, Street Fighter 5's it.
They're gonna move on to their next fighting game.
Capcom versus
everyone. Capcom
versus Capcom.
Capcom beats the shit out of itself.
Yeah, they have enough characters. They could do it. Just put all the IPs in there.
Well, it's PlayStation All Stars did it. They could do it.
Yeah, enough. They're doing it with Tekken. Why not do it instead of card games? Do with actual fighting game characters.
That card game is so much more fun than it has any right to be.
Because you're correct. The characters.
You're correct, and that's another thing. Is the characters? The characters are just especially coming from you're a big fan of Devil May Cry. I'm a pretty good fan of Monster Hunter. So if I want to be a Rathalos, I can. And I'm like, what? What do you mean? I'm a dragon.
Yeah. I'm a Dante.
Or Mega Man.
Yeah. I'm just fucking Morgan the entire time. It's fine. Good
just
times.
Fucking everyone. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Fucking out their life. You want to fuck Ghost Rider more than anything.
Yo,
did you see that post about Nicolas Cage playing Nicolas Cage in a brand new meta movie?
Yeah, it's a meta movie about Nicolas Cage.
What?
And I'm like, God damn it. I'm gonna go to the movie theater and I'm gonna take my pillow with me. My Nicolas Cage pillow.
Body pillow?
No, I don't know if I ever showed you guys, but
it's the pillow with a lot of Nicolas faces on it, and you can do the thing.
Where
you can do that.
Yeah. Where you swipe it, it's red scales, and then you swipe it the other way, and the red scales transform into a bunch of Nicolas Cage's faces.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Best birthday present I've ever received. Got it.
Do you have it near you? Do you have it near you right now? You should show.
No, it's over there.
We'll get it.
I don't know if I don't know if I can
stall. We can stall. It's okay.
Yeah, we can stall for time. We can talk about Nicolas Cage.
Good.
Our Lord and Savior.
Yeah. So
hell with Keanu Reeves.
Oh, whoa. Why not them both in a movie in which they had to fight each other?
Like Face Off?
Yeah, like Face Off. Yeah, like Face Off. Yeah.
You saw his girlfriend, right?
Who, Keanu Reeves?
Yeah. Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him.
I'm happy that he's happy. I don't know why people were saying that. I also forgot that he's so old. People are like, why is he dating the old, like, a really old lady? And it's like, because she's around his age.
Yeah,
he's probably looking for like a companion more than anything else.
He's almost 60, isn't he?
He's old.
Keanu Reeves. There we go. Hold on. Canadian actor, 55. Yeah.
There you go.
Mid-50s. Yeah. Best John Wick's ever been.
That's very, you know what? Very true. I am excited. I'm not excited that they are going to make another John Wick movie, apparently.
Apparently, he's down to make as many as fans want. What I read.
I think he enjoys the character, you know. He enjoys the universe probably too.
I was disappointed when the third one just like ended. Like,
hey, I have not seen the third one yet, so I gotta watch that.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. I've seen the first and second. I've not seen the third. Oh, there's the pillow.
Yeah, here we go.
Are we ready for fun?
I'm ready.
Yes, I love fun.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the best.
Great. That's pretty great. That's real hard to beat right there.
He just multiplies.
That's amazing.
Pretty good.
Pretty good pillow.
Pretty good.
Is it comfortable or is it like I can't?
No, it's the most uncomfortable pillow I've ever had.
As a throw pillow, you throw it away. Yeah, I guess.
I literally play with it all the time.
Just throw it away. You can't throw away Nick Cage.
No, you can't throw away. I was literally, it's as rough as his acting career is. Literally, it's fine.
Damn.
Hey, he's just a vampire. So that movie, what was the name of that one movie where like he sees in forward in time by like a few seconds or something?
Screw that movie. And then like at the very end, it like the entire thing was a fast forward. It's nonsense.
So dumb. I got so mad.
Scott, I literally think we watched that together and we were equally as mad. If not, we had the same reaction.
Yes. I think we had. Yeah.
Ike, have you seen that movie?
I don't think I have. Is that the airplane one?
No.
Oh, okay. I know about the airplane one where he's like freaking out and screaming at everybody.
He's gambling, if I remember correctly, at the very beginning.
Or
might be in the middle.
No, wait. Isn't he like a? He's not gambling. Isn't he like a magician or something?
Sleight of hand.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, and then like he's leaving the casino, but he stole chips or whatever, and he's able to like avoid the security guards because he can see just a little bit into the future and know where they're coming from.
Yeah, that's not the best. While the guards looking at the cameras are like, "He's right there, you bunch of dumbasses."
Yeah.
He's avoiding us.
Like the thing, and what was it? It's not like it's like a superpower, is it? I thought it was just him just being able to to know all the probabilities, or is it a superpower? I forget.
It's just him with a special ability. I think
it has to be that because the ending.
Because it goes to a bomb.
Doesn't make any sense. Yeah. No, you're right. It's super ability and not like handling probabilities of shit. That would have been way more dumb if it was the fucking second thing I said.
With the same dumb ending.
The probabilities, they're all coming to me.
It's real. It's real bad.
Oh.
It's like Lost ending level bad. How I see it. It's so bad.
But I called it.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fucking dumb.
So,
wait. There was one other show I was watching. What was it? Gourmet Samurai. Wow, you want to talk about a weird Japanese show? It's on Netflix.
Nice.
So like, I watched like the first 2 episodes. this retired businessman. He's like 60-some years old. He retires, and then he walks into like some restaurant, and he's like, he sees a photo of a beer, and he's like, oh, beer. But I can't do that because I'm a working man. Wait a second. I'm retired. I could be like the old samurai. And then he envisions a samurai just drinking sake and eating pickles. So he's like, that's what I want to be. And then for a brief second, everything around him is like 1400s, like Edo era Japan with all these samurais getting drunk off of sake. And he's like, I'm going to do that. So he orders a beer and he drinks it, and it's the best thing in the world. And evidently that's what he does. He goes from place to place, eating food and drinking and thinking that he's a samurai.
So I imagine this is real life and not anime, so then they have to make all these sets for him being a samurai drinking in the old times.
Oh no, it's all live action. Very good.
That's hilarious.
On Netflix. Like, I only watched like 2 episodes, but I need to watch more.
I can understand.
Sounds like a thing to watch.
Sonic
movie looks good.
Looks good.
What?
And wrapping it up, the Sonic movie looks like it's gonna be good.
No.
That's what my point was. The
previous one ruined it. Sorry.
The previous trailer ruined it, so it's not gonna be good.
The previous movie ruined the rest of it.
I'm pretty sure he's
a Sonic movie.
I hate that movie.
Which movie?
The Last Jedi. God awful.
The Sonic movie? What?
What are we talking about? Sorry,
we're talking about Sonic, not Star Wars.
Jesus! All right, never mind. Sorry.
I was like, what other Sonic movie ruined it?
What Last Jedi? When did Sonic get a lightsaber?
Hey, man. In someone's fan fiction, he became a Jedi and he had sex with his sister, and you know it happened.
Probably.
And that's why he has a deformed grandbaby.
His name
on Sonic for Hire.
Yeah.
Is Silver.
Sonic, Sonic looks good. I'm not gonna. Yeah. I'm fine with
good. I'm happy we're on the same page about Sonic.
Alrighty. Well, we're about an hour and 27 minutes in, so I think this is
time from a word from our sponsor.
Oh,
wait.
Sponsor.
Not sponsored.
Isaac Secondhand Grease. Now you know the bee's knees.
Amazing.
If you use the right hand, it will
I'd buy
catch you
that
on
for
fire.
$1.
Use the left hand, it won't. Clap, clap.
Clap, clap.
Can't clap because I'm holding the thing up, so it's hard to clap.
Random ASMR session.
That sounds like a bad thing to do. I'm not part of this ASMR nonsense. Fucking bullshit. Do we want to talk about what we plan to do for the next episode? Or like
I think we'll watch that most of us will watch The Mandalorian, and we'll talk about it more in detail next step.
All right, got it. So we're all watching Mandalorian.
Right,
How am I doing that?
We're going to supply you.
We'll figure it out.
Okay. I like supply and demand.
There you go.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us for Miscellaneous Matters, because sometimes
wait. Are we all like
things matter?
Plusing and thrusting or what?
Is that how that works? Thrusting,
yes.
Disney Plusing.
Except when DuckTales is on.
Me when I'm clapping.
DuckTales is on.
Some guy's daughter's cheeks.
Guy's daughter's cheek. Ooh. Took a dark turn.
Clapping cheeks. All right, we're ending it. Have a great week, everybody.
Bye.